Have you ever looked around at your friends, neighbors, or even your reflection and wondered, why do some people thrive well into their 80s while others seem to fade? Aging doesn't look the same for everyone. Some slow down, accept limitations, and lose the spark that keeps them vibrant. But others defy the odds, moving, thinking, and living in ways most 80-year-olds can't. In this video, we're diving into 8 remarkable signs that you're not just aging, you're aging in reverse. These powerful measurable abilities signal strength, resilience, and independence. Watch until the end because the final sign is often overlooked, yet it could be the most critical clue to unlocking a longer, more vibrant life. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you like this video, you can help me continue to spread the old age lesson. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like this video, please comment number 1. If you don't like it, comment number 0 to let me know so I can make a better video for you. Now let's get started. Action 1. Rising from a chair without using your hands. Let's start with the first action, the ability to stand up from a chair without using your hands. At first glance, this might seem like a trivial movement, something we do countless times a day without much thought. But this simple act is a profound indicator of your body's functional strength and overall health. Standing from a seated position without relying on your hands requires a symphony of physical systems working in harmony. Strong leg muscles, a stable core, precise balance, and seamless coordination. It's a movement that reveals whether your lower body retains the power to support you independently, a critical factor in maintaining autonomy as you age. For many older adults, the decline in this ability is insidious. It often begins with a subtle reliance on armrests, a slight push to help get up. Over time, this assistance becomes a necessity, and standing becomes a laborious task. This progression isn't just about physical weakness. It's a marker of diminishing functional power, the kind that underpins everyday independence. If you can still rise smoothly from a chair without using your hands, you're preserving something extraordinary, the ability to move through the world on your terms. Consider the story of Eleanor, an 82-year-old who never thought much about her strength until she noticed herself leaning heavily on a table to stand up. It seemed like a small thing at first, but a week later, she fell while trying to get out of bed. That moment was a wake-up call. Determined to regain her independence, Eleanor started a simple routine: 10 minutes a day of seated leg lifts and slow, controlled squats. Within weeks, she was standing confidently again, her legs reclaiming the strength she thought was lost. Her smile as she stood unaided was a testament to the power of small, consistent efforts. Try it yourself. The next time you stand up from a chair, pay attention. Are your hands instinctively reaching for support, or are your legs fully in control? If you can perform this action without assistance, you're holding on to a rare and valuable gift, one worth protecting. Comment 1 below if you can do this, because it's a sign that your body is still aging well and, in some ways, aging in reverse. Action 2. Walking briskly without getting winded. The second action is the ability to walk at a brisk pace without becoming breathless or unsteady. Walking speed might seem like a minor detail, but it's a powerful predictor of health and longevity. Research consistently shows that older adults who maintain a brisk walking pace tend to live longer, stay healthier, and enjoy greater independence. A study published in the Journal of the American Medical Association found that walking speed in older adults is closely correlated with life expectancy, often outperforming traditional medical tests as a gauge of overall vitality. Walking briskly isn't just about moving quickly, it's a reflection of multiple systems working in sync. It requires cardiovascular endurance to keep your heart pumping efficiently, lung capacity to supply oxygen, muscle strength to propel you forward, and balance to maintain stability. When you walk with purpose, your body demonstrates that it's not just functioning, but thriving. Ask yourself, can you move quickly enough to catch a bus if needed? Can you walk a block or two without pausing to catch your breath? Or have you noticed yourself slowing down, avoiding longer walks, or feeling winded after short distances? Leonard, a 79-year-old retiree, experienced this shift firsthand. He'd always been active, but over time his walks became slower, and he dismissed it as just being cautious. Then one day he couldn't make it around the block without stopping to rest. That moment shook him. Determined to regain his stamina, Leonard started small, walking to his mailbox a little faster each day, then extending his route to the corner and eventually tackling 2 blocks. Within a month, his pace had improved, and with it, his confidence and energy. His story underscores that walking speed isn't just about mobility, it's about resilience, a sign that your heart, lungs, and muscles are still working in harmony. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Action 3. Balancing on one foot for 10 seconds. The third action is the ability to balance on one foot for at least 10 seconds. This might sound like a playful challenge from childhood, but it's a serious marker of how well your body and brain are aging. Balance is a complex skill that relies on the integration of multiple systems. Your muscles for stability, your inner ear for spatial orientation, your vision for environmental cues, and your brain for coordinating it all. When any of these systems begin to falter, balance is often the first to suffer, increasing the risk of falls, a leading cause of injury and loss of independence in older adults. Studies, such as those published in the British Medical Journal, have shown that older adults with strong balance skills tend to live longer, recover more quickly from physical challenges, and maintain greater independence. The ability to stand on one foot reflects not just physical strength, but neurological health, as it requires sharp reflexes and a robust connection between body and brain. Try it now. Stand near a countertop for safety, lift one foot a few inches off the ground, and see if you can hold the position for 10 seconds without wobbling. If you can, you're demonstrating remarkable control. Judith, an 81-year-old, discovered her balance had weakened when she noticed she was leaning heavily on the sink while brushing her teeth. Unable to stand on one foot without support, she felt a pang of fear, not from a doctor's diagnosis, but from the quiet realization that her body was changing. Determined to act, Judith began practicing daily, standing on one foot while brushing her teeth, initially holding the wall for support. Within weeks, she could balance unaided, and her confidence soared. Most importantly, she no longer feared every step she took. Good balance does more than prevent falls. It reflects the strength of your nervous system and the agility of your reflexes. If your 10-second balance is a powerful sign that you're aging in reverse, comment 3 below if you can do this, as it places you in an elite group of older adults whose bodies and brains are still in sync. Action 4. Getting down to the floor and back up without help. The fourth action is the ability to get down to the floor and stand back up without assistance. This movement might seem like something reserved for the young or athletic, but it's one of the clearest indicators of total body health. Getting down to the floor and back up engages nearly every major system. Your legs for strength, your core for stability, your arms for support, and your balance, flexibility, and coordination for seamless execution. It's a holistic test of how well your body functions as a unit. For many older adults, the floor becomes a forbidden zone, not because they don't want to engage with it, but because they fear they won't be able to get back up. This fear can lead to a cycle of avoidance, where reduced movement leads to weaker muscles, poorer balance, and declining confidence. Over time, this limitation reshapes daily life, restricting activities and eroding independence. Frank, an 83-year-old great-grandfather, faced this reality when his great-granddaughter invited him to play a board game on the floor. He hesitated, not out of disinterest, but because he doubted his ability to rise again. That moment was a turning point. Frank began a daily routine of slow squats, seated leg lifts, and gentle kneeling to standing exercises near his bed. Within weeks, he could get down and up with ease, doing so with a sense of pride that radiated beyond the physical act. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Action 5. Carrying a full grocery bag without struggling. The fifth action is the ability to carry a full grocery bag without difficulty. This everyday task might seem mundane, but it's a critical measure of functional strength. Carrying a bag requires muscle power in your arms, shoulders, and back, as well as grip strength, joint stability, and coordination. As we age, muscle mass naturally declines, a process called sarcopenia, particularly in the upper body. This can make tasks like carrying groceries feel increasingly taxing. When this ability starts to fade, it's not just an inconvenience, it's a sign that your body's capacity for daily tasks is waning. If you can still manage a full grocery bag with ease, you're demonstrating that your muscles, joints, and coordination are still robust, allowing you to navigate life's demands with confidence. When you can hoist a grocery bag from your car to your kitchen counter without pausing to shift your weight, grimacing in discomfort, or calling for assistance, you're not just physically strong, you're functionally capable, and that's a profound gift. Functional strength isn't about lifting heavy weights in a gym. It's about the quiet, everyday victories that let you live life on your terms. Let's introduce Walter, an 80-year-old retired teacher with a twinkle in his eye and a stubborn streak of independence. For decades, Walter prided himself on his ability to carry all his groceries from the car to the house in a single trip, just as he did in his 40s, his arms loaded with bags, his stride purposeful. But time has a way of creeping in. Gradually, those grocery bags began to feel heavier, their weight tugging at his shoulders and straining his grip. One afternoon, halfway up the stairs to his apartment, Walter had to set the bags down, his chest heaving, his pride bruised. That moment was a wake-up call. Instead of surrendering to the idea that this was just part of aging, Walter decided to fight back. He started with small, intentional strength-building routines, squeezing a tennis ball to strengthen his grip, lifting 3-pound dumbbells while watching the evening news, and doing wall push-ups during commercial breaks. He even began carrying a single grocery bag up the stairs as practice, gradually adding more weight. Within 6 weeks, not only could he carry his groceries again, but he also stood taller, moved with more confidence, and felt a renewed sense of control over his body. Carrying groceries is more than a chore. It's a full-body test of your physical resilience. It engages your core to stabilize your spine, your arms to hold the weight, your legs to navigate steps or uneven ground, and even your heart and lungs to keep you moving. It's a living, breathing signal that you're aging with strength and vitality. If this task still feels manageable for you, don't overlook its significance. If you can carry a full grocery bag without stopping to rest, shifting awkwardly, or feeling strain, take a moment to celebrate. That kind of strength is rare after 80, a quiet testament to your body's enduring capability. If this resonates with you, type 5 in the comments below. Your ability to do this means you're more capable than most, and that's something to honor. Sign 6. You can climb a flight of stairs without pausing. Stairs are one of life's most honest tests. They don't care about your age, your excuses, or your past achievements. They demand strength, balance, and stamina, revealing the state of your heart, lungs, and muscles with every step. If you can climb a full flight of stairs without stopping to catch your breath, clinging to the railing for support, or feeling your legs wobble, you're doing far better than most people your age. This isn't just about physical ability. It's about resilience, endurance, and the harmony of your body's systems. Climbing stairs is a compound movement, a symphony of effort that requires leg power to push upward, core strength to maintain balance, cardiovascular endurance to fuel the climb, and steady breathing to keep oxygen flowing. Each step is a small negotiation with gravity, a testament to your body's ability to adapt and persevere. Let's meet Irene, an 82-year-old grandmother with a warm laugh and a fierce determination. 2 years ago, a mild fall on her porch steps shook her confidence, and she began avoiding stairs altogether. Elevators and escalators became her default, and she told herself it was just safer that way. But during a visit to her daughter's home, where the only bathroom was on the second floor, Irene faced a humbling moment. Climbing those stairs left her breathless, her legs trembling, and her cheeks flushed with embarrassment as her grandchildren watched. That experience lit a fire in Irene. She refused to let stairs define her limits. She started small, practicing 3 steps at a time while holding the railing for support, focusing on slow, deliberate movements. Each day, she added a step or two, pairing her practice with deep breathing exercises to build lung capacity. She also began walking short distances to strengthen her legs, Within 2 months, Irene could climb a full flight of stairs without pausing, her breath steady and her heart strong. More than that, she reclaimed a piece of her identity. She was no longer the woman who couldn't do stairs. She was Irene, capable and unstoppable. Medical professionals often use stair climbing as a quick, reliable test of cardiopulmonary health. Research shows that climbing 10 to 12 steps without needing to stop correlates with strong heart function, efficient oxygen delivery, and coordinated muscle performance. If you can climb a flight of stairs without feeling winded or unsteady, type 6 in the comments. This isn't just a sign of physical strength, it's proof that your energy, vitality, and resilience are still powering your life in remarkable ways. Sign 7. You can recall recent conversations and events with clarity. It's a common misconception that memory loss is an inevitable part of aging. While occasional forgetfulness is normal at any age, if you can still vividly recall what you ate for dinner last night, the details of a recent phone call with a friend, or the plot of a movie you watched last week, your brain is aging exceptionally well. Clear, reliable memory is more than just a convenience. It's a powerful indicator of robust brain health, strong neural connections, and active cognitive engagement. Memory isn't just about remembering names or dates. It's a reflection of your brain circulation, the health of your neurons, and your nervous system's ability to process and store information. When your memory remains sharp, it means your cognitive pathways are firing efficiently, even as the years accumulate. Let's talk about Howard, an 84-year-old retired librarian with a gentle voice and a mind like a steel trap. Howard could recite the birthdays of his extended family, recall the addresses of homes he lived in decades ago, and even name classmates from his high school days 70 years prior. When asked about his secret, Howard's answer was simple but profound. I stay curious. I read novels, I talk to strangers at the coffee shop, and I listen to podcasts. I never stop learning. Howard's mental sharpness wasn't an accident. It was the result of a lifetime of intellectual and social engagement. The brain, like a muscle, thrives on use. Activities like reading, writing, solving puzzles, playing board games, or even debating current events with friends act as mental workouts, strengthening neural connections and boosting cognitive resilience. Studies show that socially and mentally active individuals have a lower risk of cognitive decline, as these activities promote neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to adapt and form new connections. If you can still recall recent details, conversations, or experiences with ease, type 7 in the comments. That mental clarity is a quiet superpower, a sign that you're not just aging, you're staying sharp, engaged, and deeply present in your life. If you're still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 3 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Sign 8. You wake up feeling rested and ready to face the day. Sleep is the body's ultimate reset button, a time when your muscles repair, your brain processes memories, and your immune system recharges. As we age, sleep patterns often shift, with lighter sleep, more frequent awakenings, or difficulty falling asleep becoming common. If you're over 80 and still wake up most mornings feeling clear-headed, energized, and ready to embrace the day, your body is sending a powerful message. It's still healing, still strong, and still working in harmony. Good sleep is a cornerstone of healthy aging. Poor sleep, on the other hand, can accelerate aging, increasing the risk of heart disease, cognitive decline, and mood disorders like depression. Quality sleep slows the aging process, protecting your physical and mental health. Let's meet Ruth, an 86-year-old artist whose vibrant watercolors adorned her small apartment. For years, Ruth had slept soundly, but recently she began waking up groggy, relying on midday naps to get through the day. Concerned, she visited her doctor, who ran a battery of tests but found no serious issues. The problem, it turned out, was Ruth's evening routine. Late-night TV, bright lights, and irregular bedtimes were disrupting her body's natural sleep rhythm. With guidance from a sleep specialist, Ruth made simple but transformative changes. She began dimming the lights an hour before bed to signal to her brain that it was time to wind down. She swapped late-night TV for a calming book and opened her curtains each morning to let in natural sunlight, which helped regulate her circadian rhythm. She also started a brief evening walk to ease tension and promote relaxation. Within 3 weeks, Ruth's sleep improved dramatically. She woke up feeling refreshed, her creativity sparked, and her energy restored. Her mood lifted, her memory sharpened, and she felt like herself again. Sleep experts note that falling asleep within 30 minutes, staying asleep for most of the night, and waking up naturally are signs of a well-regulated sleep system. This reflects balanced hormones, a calm nervous system, and a body that's still functioning optimally. If you wake up most mornings feeling rested and ready, type 8 in the comments. This isn't just good fortune, it's a marker of deep cellular health, proof that your body hasn't forgotten how to heal and renew itself. If you've read this far, pause for a moment. What we've explored isn't just a list of milestones. It's a mirror reflecting your resilience, your strength, and the incredible ways your body and spirit have carried you through the years. Society often paints aging as a story of decline, a slow fade into frailty and limitation. But the truth is far more inspiring. Some of the most vibrant, capable, and resilient people are those who keep showing up, carrying their groceries, climbing stairs, remembering the details of a friend's story, or waking up with purpose in their hearts. If you see yourself in even a few of these signs, you're not just surviving, you're thriving. You're living proof that aging doesn't have to mean diminishing. It can mean deepening your strength, sharpening your awareness, and embracing each day with vitality. Even if you've noticed areas where you've slipped, maybe the stairs feel harder or your memory isn't as crisp as it once was, don't lose heart. Awareness is the first step toward change. Every day offers a fresh opportunity to rebuild what time has tried to take. Strength can be regained with small, consistent efforts. Balance can be retrained through practice and patience. Memory can be sharpened by engaging your mind. Purpose can be rediscovered by connecting with others. And healing? It's never too late to begin again. Wherever you are right now, know this. You're still here, still capable, and still growing into the person you're meant to be. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the 8 powerful signs of aging in reverse. You've seen how strength, balance, memory, and even sleep can redefine what it means to grow older, proving that aging doesn't have to mean fading, it can mean rising again and again. Take a moment to reflect. What have you learned today that resonated with you? Maybe it's the importance of standing up without using your hands, walking briskly, or prioritizing restful sleep. We'd love to hear from you. Please comment below with one thing you've learned and how you plan to bring it into your life to stay strong, sharp, and independent. Your words could inspire someone else. If you like this video, please leave your comment below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content to help you live your best life. Stay curious, stay kind, and keep moving forward.